From Bimini to Freeport to Nassau and its 700 islands, this country is ranked as a top 10 global destination.
Welcome to the Bahamas.
Welcome to the Bahamas.
And Nassau, a top 5 cruise port in the world. Year-round subtropical climate.
No snow, no earthquakes, no tornadoes.
Another day in paradise.
Fluffy, soft white sand beaches. Crystal clear turquoise waters.
Want some rum?
Delicious food. Most of all, if you embrace the friendly, carefree spirit of the people here,
Thank you for your forgiveness.
you might never be the same.
That's right. Send that just like this, yes.
Welcome to the Bahamas!
In this video, we're going to show you the perspective of those arriving by cruise ship, including a look at Royal Caribbean's brand new Royal Beach Club. And we'll give info and logistics for those flying in for an extended stay. We'll take you on a Season Keys boat and snorkel tour to Rose Island, where you can feed the pigs. Also give you info from some of the other boat tours to Blue Lagoon Island and the Exumas. With Vacations in Paradise, we'll show you a great jet ski tour around Paradise Island and Pearl Island, with a stop at Athos Island for more water sport fun. We'll give you info on a scooter tour and take an ATV tour through downtown, Fort Montagu, the Queen's Staircase.
Entire area out of limestone.
Where's me rum? It's right here in the Bahamas, Mon.
The ATV tour also stops at the John Watlings Distillery, where you can taste some rum.
This is our over 200-year-old well.
We'll show several gorgeous public beaches of Nassau, including Goodman Bay Beach, where you can take a glass-bottom boat tour to Balmoral Island,
Bailey!
the lively Junkanoo Beach and Western Esplanade. And we'll hop on a ferry to Paradise Island and walk along the pristine Cabbage Beach. We'll end the video at the famous Fish Fry, showing you a couple of good eateries.
The Bahamian way, similar to lasagna.
For lodging, we'll show several of the top resorts, including the hotels that make up the Baha Mar along Cable Beach, the Grand Hyatt, Rosewood, and the Breezes Resort, as well as taking you inside the Baha Bay Waterpark. We show the Sandals Royal Bahamian, the Margarittaville Resort, and all your options for boat tours and water sport fun. And on Paradise Island, show the famous Atlantis Resort and its water park. And I'll do a comparison of the Baha Mar with Atlantis. We'll also show a great Airbnb and give you tips on grocery stores, food, and transportation.
The 12 goes to the airport.
Also at the end, we'll show some bonus footage of downtown. We are Tampa Aerial Media. We film mostly in Florida in the winter and spring, and across the USA in the summer and fall. Coming next month, a new video of Savannah. If you like the content, subscribe. Trying to get to 300,000 subs by the end of the year, so would greatly appreciate it. And we show raw footage and previews for members.
Those pigs that you saw, they create pork chop.
And I also appreciate all your love and comments. And now, it's time to embrace the spirit of the islands.
Good.
So first, some info for those arriving by plane. Then I'll address logistics for those arriving on a cruise ship.
Currently having cleared for departure. Enjoy your flight.
I originally had booked American Airlines, but changed to Southwest Airlines because they were much better traveling with a service dog, and they also had direct flights from Orlando. Flying from Orlando, you fly over Freeport and Grand Bahama Island. There's the cruise port of Freeport. Way off in the distance is Bimini. I'll give some tips about bringing a dog into the Bahamas at the end of the video. Our final approach brings us over Jaws Beach in Lyford Key.
Stand up here, huh?
Yeah.
You know my girl Betsy is hot.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a few squeezes. Makes a hole in whatever.
It took an hour to get through customs, this being on a Friday afternoon, probably the most busiest time to arrive. Like we did in the video 2 years ago, I rented the same Suzuki Ignis from Avis Rental Cars. Great little car, gets 50 to 60 miles to the gallon. Now, the cheapest options for transportation are the buses, referred to as jitneys, only about $1.50 to ride. But you have a 5-minute walk to the airport roundabout, where you pick up Route 12.
The 12 goes to the airport, can pick you up right by the roundabout, by the taxi stand, and then we bring you downtown or wherever you're going in Cable Beach.
For cruise ship passengers, to go to the tourist areas along West Bay Street, you want Route 10, which you can pick up at Frederick and Bay Street, just a quarter of a mile from the cruise terminal. If you have heavy luggage, consider a taxi, which Vacations in Paradise, which we'll do an ATV and jet ski tour with, also has luxury taxis that will pick you up at the airport. If you are doing a rental car here in the Bahamas, you drive on the left, like in England. Now, the Bahamians are known for being chilled. They call it Bahamian time. They generally take it slow, but that doesn't apply to driving. They do drive fairly fast, so it can be an experience once you pull out of Linden Airport. Therefore, if you are not used to driving on the left, I'd recommend to arrive at least 3 to 4 hours before sunset so that you can get used to driving during daylight hours. There's lots of roundabouts that can get a little crazy. But they are also courteous too. They communicate a lot with little taps on the horns. And it's mostly friendly to say, "You go ahead," or "Thank you." You actually rarely hear any rude honking like you do in the US. They are used to dealing with lost tourists. I find it to be a fun experience driving in Nassau and love the convenience of having my own transportation. Mostly parking is free at the beaches. Almost every day I would park in this area here along Long Wharf Beach. It's between the Fish Fry and Junkanoo Beach. In the distance here is Western Esplanade, and beyond that is Junkanoo Beach, and downtown is just a half-a-mile walk. In the other direction is the Fish Fry, so it was a good central location to park, and it's free. I booked this Airbnb just a half-mile walk from Cable Beach, and the Baha Mar, which you see in the distance there. Yeah, the outside looks a little run down, but the inside was great. A 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. Cost was about $150 per day with the fees, and this was during prime season. For those of you who want something more luxurious, you have the Sandals Royal Bahamian across the street with a private beach and a zen garden with pools. And they also have a private island, just a short boat ride away. This location was excellent because you are near several food outlets. Just a block from the Airbnb was this Bamboo Grill House, a counter-serve eatery where you can get fresh cooked food pretty quickly. They had rotisserie chicken and vegetables. They also had an amazing turkey burger. There's about 5 other eateries within a couple of blocks. And also the Quality Market grocery store is just 3 blocks away. And there's the larger Super Value supermarket about a mile away. They have a salad bar, but they don't have a food meat bar. Your best grocery stores are the Solomon's Fresh Market. There's 2 on the island. In the previous video, we showed the one near downtown. This here is the one near the airport. About a 20-minute drive from Baha Mar. They have large food bars with prepared foods like what you'd see in the US. Be advised though, that food is going to be about 150% to double of what you would pay in the US, just because the food has to be shipped. Now there has been a value added tax, but beginning April 6, 2026, there will be no taxes on unprepared foods. However, for restaurants and prepared foods, there is a 10% value added tax. Also, the businesses here accept the American dollar. It is equivalent to the Bahamian dollar, so no need to do a money exchange. I would recommend to bring lots of 1s or 5s instead of 20s that you can use for tips, and there are some smaller food outlets and activities who may not accept credit cards. How about crime? Well, in the last 2 years, crime has been dropping in Nassau. Being tourism is its main income, the Bahamian government really goes above and beyond to make sure the tourist areas are safe. It's like any U.S. city. There are certain areas you don't want to go into late at night. Be smart. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep an eye on your stuff. But really, you don't have anything to worry about here. Okay, now for the fun stuff. For those of you arriving on a cruise ship, this is the Prince George Wharf. It has been recently revitalized with dozens of duty-free shops, boutiques, and local vendors. In the center, there's a place where you can braid your hair so that you can look like the natives. Right at the port is the new Museum of Junkanoo, which is $11. For Royal Caribbean passengers, they just opened at the end of 2025 the new Royal Beach Club on Paradise Island. Non-alcoholic day passes range from $129 to $169, or with an unlimited open bar, it is $200 to $250. This features 3 distinct theme areas: 1 a family area with heated pools, playground, 2 a chilled area, and 3 a party cove with the world's largest swim bar. Shuttle boats will take you back and forth from the island to the cruise port. A look at Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas, among the 6 largest cruise ships in the world. With 18 decks, it sails out of Miami for a 7-night Caribbean cruise. Now, some cheaper options to hang out at is the British Colonial Resort, a half-mile walk from the cruise port. It is $95 for adults for a day pass. And in between the British Colonial and Junkanoo Beach is the Margarittaville Resort, where a day pass for beach access is $77 for 2 people. Includes 2 beach chairs, umbrella, towels, access to restrooms, and a 20-minute water sports ride. You can also book these water sport rentals by themselves and do not have to be lodging at the Margarittaville. Also, for $87, you get access to the Fins Up Waterpark, which has a lazy river, flow rider, rock climbing, and pool and hot tub. Lockers available for $14. One of the most fun things to do in Nassau is to take a half-day ATV tour with Vacations in Paradise. There's a booth right at the Margarittaville Resort. These are scheduled to fit right in for cruise passengers. Now, you can also rent the ATV, but I like the tour, especially because they know where to take you. This is exhilarating. As you drive through the streets of the city, they will take you to several attractions, but I also really enjoyed all the back roads and the alleyways they go through into driving to those attractions. You really experience Nassau. You feel like a VIP as they block off traffic for you. It is $300 per ATV for a 3-hour tour, so it includes 2 people, or 1 person and a dog. MJ and Marcia here, visiting from Philly. Now, they also have scooter tours that are half the price of the ATV tours, just $150. Or you can do a scooter rental with them for $125 for 4 hours, or $150 for 8 hours. I'm riding here with Johnny. This ATV tour makes a stop at Cable Beach, which we'll show in a bit, but I joined the tour in downtown. There's a Dunkin' and Starbucks in downtown. Now, coffee is one thing that is about the same price as it is in the U.S. Passing the Main Street Ice Cream Parlor with an elevated deck overlooking Bay Street. Our next stop is the Rum Cake Factory, about a half of a mile from the cruise port. Here you get a free sample of one of the many varieties of this very soft, delicious cake. Our next stop is Fort Montagu. This is a nice little park area that is about 2.5 miles east of downtown, located on the Nassau Harbor. This fort, built in 1741, made of limestone. It is $2 if you want to go inside.
The oldest fort in the Bahamas, but it's also the only fort that has ever had any kind of battle.
This is Montagu Beach here. There's also a couple of spots to pick up some quick food and drink. You can get a conch salad. I'm having me a real coconut. Now, as we head to the Queen's Staircase, again, so cool. You see some of the vintage stone architecture of the city that you would never see unless you were on this tour. The Queen's Staircase is about a 15-minute walk from the cruise port. It features a waterfall and 64 steps. This was carved out of limestone by enslaved people in the late 1700s.
So this is to be one solid piece of limestone.
It is named after Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom, who was queen during the peak of the British Empire. Bailey and I race up the 64 steps. She wins. We travel another 1.5 miles west and enter the 1789 Buena Vista Estate, where the largest distillery in the Bahamas is at, the John Watlings Distillery, the prominent producer of Bahamian rum. This is over 1 mile from the cruise port, so you want to be in a tour or get transportation here.
So this is where the whole community got their fresh water from back then. This was actually hand cut by the people in the community.
The narrated tours are free. If this looks familiar, it was in parts of the movie Casino Royale. I'm usually not one for alcohol, but I have to say, this pina colada rum was very good. They also have a cannon firing for $50 where you actually fire the cannon. So if you're doing an extended stay in Nassau, I'd recommend doing the ATV tour first because you get the layout of the city and see things you might want to go back to and spend more time at. Our last stop on the ATV tour was the fish fry, which we'll show at the end of the video. For now, want to head to one of the top beaches of the island, Cabbage Beach. This is a 15-minute drive from downtown. Just east of the Baha Mar is Goodman Bay Park. This is a public beach that has parking lots on both ends. It is a more quiet beach than Junkanoo Beach, yet you still have plenty of water sport activities, food, and calm waters, which make it good for kayaking, jet skiing, or parasailing. You can rent 2 chairs and an umbrella for $40. I also find the food and water sport activities here slightly cheaper than at Junkanoo Beach. You can do a banana boat or do a tube ride inside this rubber ducky. It is $45 for a 15-minute ride. With Bahamas Joyride and Snorkeling Adventures, you can take a glass-bottom boat ride.
Glass-bottom boat, it's $70 a person. It's an hour-and-a-half trip. You go over to the private island, you get to see millions of tropical fish. You get to collect souvenirs, stuff like conch shells, sand dollars, sea biscuits. We go to 2 beautiful snorkeling spots. The first spot is in the front of the island. The second spot is by the local rock over there.
And there's a couple of food tents here where you can pick up some fresh-made Bahamian food.
That's right. We're doing some skunk fritters right now.
Oh, that's
Skunk fritters.
So that's how you make them.
Yes, that's how we make it. This is the batter here. Before you do it, we have conch in this and all the herbs. Conch is in there just like this, yes. Right here, Bahamian style.
So you can't beat that. Beautiful beach, great food.
That's right.
What more could you ask?
And next to Goodman Bay Park is the Baha Mar, which along with Atlantis are the 2 top premier resorts of Nassau. Now the Baha Mar is actually made up of 3 separate hotels. The largest is the Grand Hyatt, the main hub, with family-friendly activities. And then there's the SLS, with a more chic party-focused atmosphere. And there's the Rosewood, with ultra-luxury private villas. You also have a few resorts next to the Baha Mar, like the Breezes Resort, that will be a little cheaper than the hotels that are part of the Baha Mar. There are over 40 restaurants and bars here, like the Café Madeleine, great for breakfast and coffee, with French baked items. Comparing the Baha Mar to Atlantis, I'd take the Baha Mar mainly because the layout of the beach, pools, and amenities are far more convenient. At Atlantis, everything is more spread out, whereas at the Baha Mar, not nearly as much. The beach is much closer to the rooms, and you have more food options, conveniently placed right at the beach with these food trucks. There are more varieties of pools, including the swim-up bar, with changing stations near the pools, this pool with waterfalls, and a cave with an aquarium. Although this aquarium not nearly as big as the one at Atlantis. There's a marine life sanctuary where you can do guided tours, feedings, and encounters with nurse sharks, stingrays, sea turtles, Caribbean fish, and there's a complimentary flamingo parade every day at 9:30. And there's a nice long boardwalk boat dock area over the turquoise waters. And most of all, you have Baha Bay Waterpark, which has 24 slides, including the Cyclone Rush, where you slide down in a multi-person raft through huge swirling bowls, the Thunderball, a faster free-fall ride, and the dueling Riptide Coaster with dark tunnels and steep hills. There's the Blue Bay Lagoon, a surf simulator, Stingray Cove Playground with a massive tipping water bucket, and a lazy river that takes you on a journey surrounded by lush tropical foliage. Now, if you are not staying at the Baha Mar, it is $160 for adults and $65 for children under 48 inches for a day pass. It includes Baha Bay as well as the beach and pool areas. Alright, now it's time to snorkel and see some pigs. We head back to the Margarittaville. This is where you'll find several kiosks and tours. So, if you haven't booked anything online, this is a good place to come to find a tour.
Alright, thank you. Appreciate it. It's good, but it was $12.50 for a milkshake, about that size.
Along with Vacations in Paradise, Seas and Keys cruises are here. For cruise ship passengers, they will also make a stop at the cruise port. I'm on their 4-hour VIP tour, which is $225 for adults, $195 for children 5 to 12. It includes free drinks, snorkeling gear, rum punch, and a lunch. It is well worth it. A look at Paradise Island Golf Course at the east end of the island. You sail on a double-decker catamaran down the Nassau Harbor, our first stop for some snorkeling, not far from Pearl Island. You can book a round-trip ferry getaway to this island with cabanas and kayaking. It's anywhere from $94 to $180, which includes an ocean view cabana. The snorkeling is great. I think it even beats the Florida Keys that we just did a 4-video series of. After about 30 minutes of snorkeling, we head to Rose Island. The watercolor, so amazing, turquoise and clear. Rose Island is an 11-mile-long island, popular for day trips. It is 8 miles from Nassau, about a 25-minute boat ride. Seas and Keys has their own section of the island with piers, swings, and floatables. Then it's time for the pigs. While the most famous pig beach is in the Exumas, that is 80 miles from Nassau and takes about 1 to 3 hours by speedboat, so it's an all-day trip. But you can experience feeding the pigs on some of these islands closer to Nassau. What the Exumas have, though, besides the pigs, are iguanas, nurse sharks, stingrays, and sea turtles. Bailey, wondering why those pigs have such big noses.
The Bailey meet pig. Want some rum? The Cargo Dog Backpack allows you to bring your dog just about anywhere.
The lunch you get on this cruise was much better than I expected, with rice, noodles, fried chicken, barbecue chicken, and a salad. It beats your normal sandwiches you usually get on boat tours like this. We head to our third stop, where we don't disembark, but there's a spot where you see sea turtles. This is certainly one of the best boat tours to the islands around Nassau. Highly recommend it. We end our tour back at the cruise port. So your closest beach to the cruise port is Junkanoo Beach, often called Spring Break Beach due to its atmosphere. It is about 3/4 of a mile from the cruise port. It's the most liveliest beach of Nassau, and there's public restrooms here. Now it can get crowded, so you want to arrive early. However, you do have the adjacent Western Esplanade just on the other side of the little jetty pier, and you find lots of trees here, so I think this might be the best place to come. Bailey getting some love from Vanessa, visiting from SoCal.
Oh, LA, yeah. I was born and raised in San Jose.
Oh, nice. I'm from Whittier, California.
There's lots of beach bars, little eateries, like a spot for you, where you can get tropical drinks. It was cool to see some worship on the beach in the morning.
Bless you, oh Jah, we come in your name. Boy, you are the great I am.
And there's the Tiki Bikini Hut that has a large menu of Bahamian food. I'm having me some crack conch. It's the best. You must have sometime in your Nassau getaway. Now the guy with the horse apparently is no longer here, but you do have several water activities you can do, from kayaking to water treks, which is $50 for an hour. You can rent here with Sonny and Marley with CS Water Sports. Sonny actually lives in Lakeland. And you can also do some snorkeling here. This family of Buffalo Bills fans enjoying a break from the frigid cold of upstate New York. Now, back at the cruise port, you can take a ferry to Paradise Island, which departs right here. This ferry runs about every half hour. It is $7 each way, but they only take cash, so that's why it's good to have lots of $1 bills. They always give a fun narration. He tells the story how this used to be called Hog Island.
And lots of wild hogs running around. They kill and ate them all. Everybody went hog wild. Rotisserie, you guys missed it. It was once a nude beach.
Now you could walk or drive over the Sydney-Poitiers Bridge. It's a $2 toll to the island, but no toll going back. It is a 2-mile walk to the shops at Atlantis, or 2.5 miles to Cabbage Beach, so I'd recommend the ferry. It drops you off under the northbound bridge. There's a paid parking garage, grocery store, and Dunkin' on the left. The Atlantis shops are on the right, where there's a Starbucks. In between the bridges is the Margarittaville Grill. It is here you'll find several fishing charters and boat tours. There's the Blue Lagoon Island Tour, an island located 3 miles north of Nassau. It is $109, includes loungers, lunch, and an inflatable aqua park. And there's a variety of packages that include swimming and encounters with dolphins, stingrays, and sea lions. And Powerboat Adventures is also here. This will take you to the Exumas. It is $299 for adults and $190 for children 12 and under. It includes an open bar, lunch, and a conch salad. There's a 10% tax, but also a 10% discount if you book online. You can enjoy a waterside meal here at the Margarittaville before or after your boat tour. We walk through the shops at Atlantis. It is a half-mile walk to the beach. You can park along the street here. They are also building a parking lot. You actually kind of walk through this area. It looks like a construction area to get to the beach.
So let us have some fun. Oh God, you know we're one. Two of us, one on one.
Cabbage Beach is a 2-mile stretch of probably the softest, whitest sand of the beaches of Nassau. There are no facilities here, although if you buy a drink at a beachfront bar, you can use the restrooms there. Now, this public beach ends at the jetty at the Atlantis Resort. This resort is more picturesque than the Baha Mar, both on the inside and the outside. It covers a much bigger area. However, because of that, you'll probably have to do a lot more walking here than you would at the Baha Mar. An advantage, though, to Atlantis is its location, much closer to downtown. But also, I would say things are slightly more expensive than at Baha Mar. The underground aquarium here, known as the Dig, is amazing. It blows away the Baha Mar. There's over 50,000 animals, mammals, housed across 14 lagoons. They also have programs where you can swim with the stingrays, dolphins, or sharks. And there's Aqua Adventure Water Park. A day pass varies by season, but in winter, you are looking at $195 for adults, $95 for children 4 through 12. Towels are available for rentals at an additional cost. Now come on, for that price, it should include the towel. Also, the view from the rooms probably beats the Baha Mar as well. We showed more of Atlantis in our previous Nassau video. For our last tour, we have another island I want to show you. We head back to the Fish Fry area for a Vacations in Paradise jet ski tour. This tour begins here, but they will pick you up wherever you are.
You ready to go jet skiing, Bailey?
Wherever we're going, I could not say for sure. Better not knowing, but it's better than before. He's the cure.
You can book online or at the booth near the Margarittaville Resort. It's $300 for a 2-hour tour, or you can also do a rental, $200 for an hour, like the ATV Tour. Unless you know the area, I'd recommend doing the tour, especially with traveling on the waters, because there can be obstacles like shallow waters, boat traffic, rip currents that your guide is knowledgeable about. We passed by Cabbage Beach. This is where the waters really start to turn turquoise. This is Bailey's first ride on a jet ski. It's one thing I don't usually do with her, but on this day the waters were calm. I felt it was safe enough to carry her. So across from Pearl Island is Athos Island. This is another popular daytime water play area, although a little smaller than Rose Island.
Possible we're drifting, but it doesn't seem to be. Findable what's missing, but we've never missed a beat.
She has a Bailey too, Bailey.
Can't you see? Everybody swimming in sunshine. Everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the fun line. Ain't nobody left behind.
On the other side of the island is the Hideaway Floating Bar and Grill with beer and food. Looks like wifey there is going a little wild. Husband trying to keep her tamed.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change it.
You're the one from California, right?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, go Dodgers.
Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. This I sing.
Now we head back over to Pearl Island.
Everybody swimming in sunshine. Everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line. Ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine. Everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line. Ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine. Everybody feeling fine. Stop the wine. Everybody join the front line. Ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine. Everybody feeling fine. Stop the wine. Everybody join the front line. Ain't nobody left behind.
Now, back at the Fish Fry. This area famous for its fried seafood, which is a hallmark of traditional Bahamian cuisine. Now, you have some smaller huts, tiki bars, like Sonia's Jerk, and the Grill Master Seafood House, right on the beach here. Sadly, a month before we filmed this, there was a big fire that destroyed about 5 eateries on the west side, including On the Edge, that we had featured Welly in our previous video.
Not too much for the kids, just the adults. All right.
Fortunately, it didn't affect the main restaurants along Fish Fry Street here. There's lots of eateries to choose from, a couple of elevated decks like at Bruno's or the Busch Garden. I'm just going to feature a couple of restaurants. First, the Legacy Deck with an open-air dining area. A look at their menu. I'm having conch salad, made with fresh conch meat.
When it comes to the onions, tomatoes, and sweet pepper, that's why we call it conch salad.
Marinated with lime and oranges. These are really nutritious, great for your immune system. In fact, I was struggling at the time with a little virus coming on, and I think this conch salad helped me to fight it off. My photographer Joe having a shrimp salad. And next to the Legacy Deck is Curly's. We are having some conch fritters. Ryan explains about the cracked conch.
The cracked conch, they take it out of the shell, they have a conch beater, they beat it, and then they cut it up, put it in egg, wash, flour, then deep fry. So that's the cracked conch is.
Jerk chicken and pork chops are the two big meat items.
Those big pigs there are just delicious. Yeah, that's a pig.
Also, macaroni and cheese also popular.
Similar to lasagna. Now it has a little bit of kick to it.
Peas and rice.
The regular peas, the red peas that people are normally used to, they use pigeon peas over here.
My photographer is having lobster pasta. Guava duff is the iconic dessert in the Bahamas. It's a steamed fluffy dough pudding with guava fruit smothered with warm rum or brandy butter sauce. And of course, the key lime pie, which is similar to Florida's key lime pie, but slightly more citrus with Bahamian limes. We end with a sunset over the Baha Mar. In summary, when you come to the Bahamas, yes, enjoy the turquoise waters, the soft white sand, the beaches, the conch, pork chops, jerk chicken, but make sure to take time to talk to the friendly Bahamian people. Enjoy their stories, chat with them, and notice how they love life, how they appreciate the simpler things in life, because if you do, you will take back with you some things far more valuable than the souvenirs you take home, something that can stay with you as you live your life back in the U.S. or the United Kingdom or wherever home is for you. So, spending about 20 days here in 2 separate trips, I've gained lots of knowledge about Nassau. So if you have any questions, let me know, but do it in the comments of this video. That way, it's helpful to other people. Now, for those of you who would like to hire us to film your vacation rental or travel related business, contact me at info@tampaaerialmedia.com. In our previous video, we flew Silver Airways, which we love, but they went out of business. However, in June of 2026, Breeze Airways would do those same non-stop flights from Tampa.
Now sit back, relax, and enjoy your quick 57-minute flight over to Orlando. Welcome aboard Southwest Airlines.
I had booked American Airlines for my photographer and myself, but they kept on changing my flight. So 3 days prior, I changed to Southwest because they were much better with a service animal, which you have to fill out a DOT transportation form. Now, American wants you to submit that 48 hours before the flight, whereas Southwest says just bring it with you when you check in. I had an issue with that with American, and it was a 30-minute wait just to talk to somebody on the phone. So I found Southwest customer service much better.
American Airlines is a little bit too corporate-y, and Southwest Airlines is better with a service animal.
I used Petable to get Bailey certified as a PSD and used online videos to train her.
Sit. Stay. Stay.
Okay. And as a result, she is so obedient in the airport and on the plane. Bringing a dog into the Bahamas was a little easier this time, as you used to have to do a vet appointment in the Bahamas 48 hours after arriving and within 48 hours after leaving if staying past 6 days. That is no longer required. You do have to have an international health certificate for traveling outside of the U.S. However, it does not have to have a USDA endorsement, which means your own veterinarian can provide that for you. You also need a Bahamas pet permit. I recommend BahamasPetPermit.com with Wellington Saunders. It costs about $150. It makes it very easy, better than trying to do it on your own and waiting on the slow Bahamian government authorities. Any questions, just ask me in the comments of the video, as I always respond to the comments. Coming next month, we are doing a new video of Savannah and have more of Florida to film this month, so let me know what you would like to see. So I hope this video has been helpful to you as you plan your Nassau getaway. As we close, I leave you with the flight out of Nassau back to Orlando from the gorgeous islands of the Bahamas and the beautiful Bahamian people. I wish blessings to you wherever you may be.
It's a good vibe, good vibe, it's a good vibe, it's a good vibe, it's a good vibe, good vibe, it's a good vibe, it's a good vibe, it's a good vibe, good vibe, it's a good vibe, it's a good vibe, it's a good vibe, good vibe.